Good day everyone. It's been a while. I made this video for my tutorial on digital modulation. This video tutorial is basically to explain bpsk, the code written in Verilog. You can get the tutorial on bpsk on my website project.fpga.com. When you get there, you scroll down, you see digital modulation 1. So I actually gave a brief introduction to every one of them: bpsk, ask, fsk, but the variable code I'll be explaining for this tutorial is specifically for bpsk. So when you click it, you see I made a brief note, introduction, a general overview about modulation. If you haven't heard anything about it, I think this tutorial is best for you, but it's actually very basic. It doesn't deal with the major calculations on bpsk, like the encoders, the filters, the mixer. So for you to understand the tutorial, you just need to have a little bit of idea. If not, I can still I'll put you through during the tutorial. This is the ask, this is the fsk, and this is the bpsk. So you can get a glimpse of my explanation on my website. So but this tutorial is specifically for this codes. This is the reference for the write-ups I used. They're all included here also. Then this is actually the code which I'll be explaining throughout this course. I'll be using my Logisim circuit to explain them. If you don't have any idea, I'll be as basic as possible just to make sure you get through. The simulation circuit is in Logisim. I'll be simulating it in Logisim. This is the full model of the bpsk, the different parts of it. The major parts are the bpsk modem. This is where the modulation and demodulation in bpsk occurs. This is the programmable logic controller. This particular PLC programs the bus read, the bus write, when to start modulation, when to receive, or when to write. Then this delta signal modulator, this sub module, specifically for generating the transmit bit. This is the bit after passing through all this whole circuit. This bit actually goes to the whether is the antenna that does the transmission. So after the whole processing, this is where the bit goes out from. So the bits actually starts from here, this bus write. This is where you place the data you want to transmit. Starts from the bus write data. This is where it comes from. Then it passes through the bpsk modem where it's modulated, and then it goes through this delta signal modulator and then out through this TS driver. Then again, the ADC does the reception. This ADC is responsible for receiving the data to be demodulated. So you modulate the transmit bit and then you demodulate the receive bit. So this is the receive bit. This bit is what goes into this whole submodule. So you first of all pass through this ADC, then before going to this bpsk modem, this is where it's also being demodulated. Then this FPGA is for sending the gain, programmable gain amplifier. That is, if you want to amplify the data at the end of the whole processing, you have to pass through here. This is also the SPI setup. I treated SPI in one of my earlier videos, synchronous referral interface. So you can just get a glance of it because I'll be touching it when I'll be talking about this FPGA submodule. is the SPI that does the transmission. You have the chip select, the output, and the clock. Then this is the bus read. So the data goes, if you want to send a data, if you want to send a data, it starts from this bus right and ends at this TS driver. If you're receiving a data, you start from this RX-ADC and you end at this bus read data. So it comes in from RX-ADC, it ends, the output come after the whole processing, it comes to this bus read data. The same with when you are writing, start from the bus read data and ends with the bit you are transmitting. So this is basically what the whole block does. So I'll be treating these blocks one after the other. I'll be starting with this. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the biggest. 5 is the biggest part, so I'll be treating it last. So I'll start with the delta signal modulator first. Then once at the end of the explanation, you can kindly go to the website. You see the Verilog code which I'm trying to explain in simulation. You see all of them. This is the delta signal modulator as the first one. Then this is the ADC Verilog. Then also so on and so forth. This is the bpsk modulator. So you can get the Verilog code here. Watch the video to understand how these codes work. So as I told you earlier, I'll be starting with the ADC in my with the delta signal modulator in my next tutorial. Thank you.